You're going to be one side of Europe. I'm going to be the other side of Europe.
It's definitely going to be that. We should be going live here in just a few minutes.
Oh, it's live now.
There you go.
We live, baby.
There we are. I want to welcome everybody. Real quick here for the day. We're going to be talking about reclaiming and rediscovering. And some people may ask, what is that like? What is reclaiming and rediscovering? When I say reclaiming and rediscovering, I'm talking about everything, not just some things, but everything. Because I just think that in life, sometimes we just tend to forget. Got it. I don't know what happened. I went off somewhere. There you go. I'm back. I wasn't for sure I was gone.
Yeah, it popped you out, but you back.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. So as we continue this journey, we're just going to do a recap of what took place within our own Masonic jurisdiction this year. And I have my assistant ambassador of the Most Wished for John D. Jones Grand Lodge of California. I have him on tonight. I was looking forward to having the Grand Master for the Lodge of Perfection, thrice puissant Grand Master Jason Duran was going to be on tonight. Durdan. There you go. I want to make his. I want to.
There you go.
He was supposed to be on tonight. You might want to hit him up for me and tell him that we're now live where he can join us tonight. And I'm quite sure he has a lot to say, a lot to bring forth tonight. The conversation is reclaiming and discovering. And some of you may ask the question, what does that look like? What are you talking about? Reclaiming, rediscovery. So we're just going to do a recap on this year's activity. And this is how we're going to do it. I think sometimes we miss out on so much of what we are all about until a lot of stuff just fades away. So I'm going to start off with you, brother Nico Sanchez, Assistant Ambassador. What is your thoughts about that?
First of all, we reclaiming Masonry. Absolutely. We are reclaiming what Masonry is. We have had, and outly but directly in regards to the context, we've had too many interlopers. We've had too many peoples, entities, try to dictate what Masonry is and who can practice it and where it can be practiced. And all of the obstacles that get created are created by interlopers. And I'm using the word the way it's supposed to be used. Those that would use Masonry as a weapon or a way to make money or a way to control. So instead of us sitting back and accepting this control, this weaponization of what a Mason is, for the brothers that have pawned their working tools, I reach out to you. I say, please reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's get you on the right track. You need to stop this madness of using these words, because remember, words only have power if you give them that power. Y'all want to use the word clandestine, irregular, unmasonic, whatever, bogus. Y'all want to use these words as weapons. And I'm sorry, but they don't hurt me. They don't hurt me and pretty much any brother in my jurisdiction. So I ask all Masons that we come together. It's 2023, man. This has been going on for 300 plus years.
Yeah, pretty much.
300 years?
Pretty much.
We've been going on 300 years. We got brothers that's 300 years old. Just like I'm in a fraternity. I'm in a fraternity. And I understand who Albert Pike is. And I understand that he had some views at one point. And I understand that those views changed. So can I not say that he is my brother? Or can I not say he's my brother because I don't prescribe to his narrative? No. He's my brother. He may not have the exact same thoughts and views, but keeping it 100 with the brothers of my jurisdiction, we don't all see eye to eye on things. But they're still my brothers. I still show them. So why is it that you can't respect me just because I don't see you the same way you see me?
Right. And you said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. I remember one conversation I had in regards to a brother, Mason, and they asked me, did I consider George Washington to be a Mason? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I don't know how you can do the things you've done in your life and prescribe to the principles of Freemasonry. Because if you really subscribe to the principles of Freemasonry, it doesn't allow you to do some of the things that you think is okay to do. It doesn't. But however, I know people say, well, that was the times. No, it doesn't matter if it was or not. Everybody still knows right from wrong. You know, slavery was something everybody did. It doesn't make a difference if everybody did it. You still know right from wrong. You know, so in prescribing to the rules and regulations, in prescribing to those things which are common law, not common law under man's law, but common law under the mere fact of who you are, who we are, who you're supposed to subscribe to and be. A lot of us forgot how to be Masons. So we have to reclaim that. You know, a lot of us forgot how to act as Masons. So we have to reclaim that. A lot of us talk about being loyal to each other, but yet you go on Facebook and you talk about the person. So apparently you're not loyal to the person. I found in this relationship and being a Freemason, just because you're upset with someone else doesn't give me the right to be upset with you. That's none of my business. You know, I let grown folks be grown folks and handle grown folks' business. And this is where we're at. I think I just seen my Imperial Potentate just poked his head in this evening. Greetings to you, Imperial Potentate. Hope everything is going well with you. Blessings to you and the family. But as we continue to have this conversation, and as we continue to move forward, you know, these are just some of the things that we're going to have to definitely take a look at as we prescribe, as we move forward. We got a lot on the calendar for our Masonic jurisdiction coming up this year, and it's going to be beautiful. But as we reclaim and as we recap that which has already took place in 2021, man, we got a lot. I mean,
22.
As a matter of fact, in February of 2022, I'm sorry, myself and Brother Jason, we ended up going to visit Masonic Brother Louis Farrakhan in February. We did that mission, and that was great. That was fun. We had a ball. We was interviewed by the Final Call. That interview was put into their national newspaper, and we left there, and then we came back. We worked on the building blocks for the United General Grand Masonic Congress. We found ourselves in Texas, and that went well for what it was designed to do. We had a great time in Texas. Not only were we in Texas this year, definitely we was in Vegas this year. We did the Raisin in the Desert again. That was beautiful. So there's a lot of things that took place in this jurisdiction in 2022 that was amazing. We went, my wife and I, my Masonic brothers traveled with me to LA. I was in, I did my, it's not an initiation, but it was more of a inaugural ceremonies to the Igbo tribe. I have my ambassador, he was there with me. Go ahead and break that down. What do you think about that event?
So, for those of us that are melanated, I have to say it that way so that I keep myself politically correct. In some form or fashion, we all have roots back to Africa. Even some of those of us that are not melanated, you have roots back to Africa. And in getting to know those roots, at some point, there's an urge for people to have that connection back to those roots. And so I was honored to be there when our most Pusian, our past Grand Master, Brother Hawkins here, was inducted into a new family tribe, and the tribe accepted him and gave him his tribal name, and also um, and my brother Noble Alexander popping in. He was there with me. They swore we were security for somebody because we was looking like we was, men in black. We walked in there looking like we was gonna get everybody. Don't come near my guy. And we got a couple really good pictures there on the throne. But it was an experience that you have to be there to truly realize the caliber of what it is that's going on. To be recognized by the King of Nigeria, right?
Right.
Yeah, to be recognized by the King of Nigeria. And we're not talking about, oh, this is some random dude. No, this is real nobility. This is real royalty that is recognizing you, who had his own security in the building. Don't get it twisted. Was one of those things where it's like, wow. And we're here around this man, and myself and my brother Noble, we had unfettered access. We had unfettered access. He and I were everywhere and meeting, certain individuals that my brother wanted to meet and take pictures with. And and meeting other people within the community, and those people that I hate to use a celebrity, but of notable name that are also a part of that tribe, those communities, was beautiful. So, just like I rave about our raising in the desert and how unique and what of an experience it is, that's one of those things that if you ever get a chance and somebody invites you to that experience, please take a moment and definitely go to it.
So I have the thrice puissant Grand Master, the Lodge of Perfection, working with the Western Masonic jurisdiction. I just want to send you a big shout out and say welcome aboard. I really appreciate you. Come on tonight. Sir. I want you to give us your intake on some of the things that are taking place in 2022. Your thoughts. I mean, we traveled together a few times, so you've seen some things right up front. And I know one in particular, we went to Chicago in February 2022. What was that like? And then we're going to move on.
Well, we had a couple things going there when we went to Chicago. It wasn't, we went to go see the brother minister give his swan song speech. And we also, whose jurisdiction? What was that? What jurisdiction was that we had?
That was St. John's Grand Lodge of Chicago. Past Grand Master Anthony Pugh, who's now the president for that General Grand Masonic Congress, along with other Masonic bodies that was there.
Yes. So that event, and then within that event itself, we had the coming together of different brothers as ancient friend accepted Masons, and that was awesome as well. That whole experience was very powerful. Let me start going back to the beginning with with Minister Farrakhan. Just to, first of all, I've never, and this is just me, I've never been around so many strong, positive brothers at once like that. It was you can really feel the energy in the atmosphere. And that was something that I will always take note of. Especially going on that side of Chicago, you really felt it was about us. You know what I'm saying? It was about us. And this is not to discredit anybody else, but it felt good to see your own people, standing on their square, having this positive aura, this positive energy. And then, we sat pretty close. I mean, we was just a few rows back from the minister. It wasn't like we was way up in the rafters or something. We was, we was right there.
we was right there. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe about 6 or 7 seats back.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think that brother Corey, is that what was the comedian that was sitting a little bit up in front of us?
Oh, that was I know that was Godfrey, brother Godfrey.
Yeah, brother Godfrey was sitting just right in front of us.
Yeah, he was. It was a couple celebrities in there too, and you know the donation that he received too was wow. You know, it's a lot of people out there love Minister Farrakhan.
That is
For
true.
real.
That
For
is
real.
so true.
But they showed us a very welcoming hospitality. I mean, they interviewed us several times. We got our name in the Final Call newspaper, and that's a very proud moment for me. Something that I showed people in my family, and I'm like, yeah, when I got back, I'm like, yeah, look at this. Yeah, your boy in the newspaper. Yeah. Yeah, you know. So that was great. The fellowship, that was awesome. The women, they were very nurturing, you know, but at the same time, you can tell they were still strong in spirit. Like they were feminine and nurturing, but they were still strong in spirit. It was well balanced. And I think that's something that a lot of, you know, hopefully a lot of sisters or women need to take note of that, you know, because that's
another question for you. You being the thrice puissant Grand Master for the Western Masonic Jurisdiction Supreme Council, what is your thoughts and what are your plans for the jurisdiction in the incoming year?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the brethren for electing me into that position. First of all, that's a very honorable office to hold. Personally, I don't feel that it's one of those things where people call you a thrice puissant Grand Master, and for me, I'm just like, really? What, me? You know what I mean? It still kind of hasn't, you know, it's just like the first time when I got my black belt, everybody started calling me sensei. It was like, me, a sensei? Really? You know, it's kind of like one of those type of things. So it still hit me, but it's an honor. And my plans is, you know, I want to get on this LOP teaching, you know, again, just from my experiences, I hear a lot about other houses, but I don't really hear too much about that Lodge of Perfection. And I think it's a great house to be in because it really helps you get in tune with oneself. Like you really got to take a journey within with that Lodge of Perfection. And that's exactly what it's dealing with.
Okay. I see Brother Nico, he keeps flashing that Royal Arch banner in the back. And I know he had his own experience. I like for him to tune in and share that experience that he himself have journeyed to. Go ahead, Brother Nico.
Oh, so, you know, since becoming a Master Mason, it's more about, past worshipful. Brother Rhodes, what's going on? Past worshipful. My past master. Anyway, my journey took me through the arch and the rocky roads to the Lodge of Perfection, and remembering key things in regards to me becoming a Master Mason, and I want to say kind of doubling down on the knowledge. So I know what I know, which is nothing. But I also recall things now a little bit more. I want to do that Lodge of Perfection, that put me on a different playing field. Reminded me that there were certain things I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing. You know, I shouldn't be screaming from the top of my lungs everything I'm doing. You know, sometimes I need to be a little more reserved. But when you put me on the internet, I'm coming for you. But it also reminded me that, you know, maybe sometimes I need to reel it back and let the idiots talk, which is what I did the other day, so that they can show themselves for the Google knowledge that they have. You know, so I don't know if we can add this lodge to the jurisdiction, but I think we should bring it to Grandmaster. I wanna open up Lodge 666, Suspect Lodge 666. If y'all are down for it, I want to open that lodge up, and that goes for all the Masons that we just not too sure about.
I heard that. Well, I have passed Master Roll. I know he has a journey that he's about to partake on. He's just stepped aside out of the seat as Wishful Master, a true kinsman's #1 out of Vegas. And I just want to personally say for a job well done. When all else failed, you stepped right in, you did the thing, and I want to commend you. What you gonna bring for me this time? You gotta unmute.
Yeah, I was muted. I apologize. I'm driving a little bit. So I'm coming in late. So greetings to all the brothers, sisters, order and craft. For me, what we doing a new year, we just getting better. We building, we growing. You know, we're maintaining, we're trying to keep our brothers informed, keep our brothers energized and excited about the craft. You know, because what we're realizing is we're getting a lot of brothers that want to be Masons just because they want to wear emblems. So really trying to work on figuring out the brothers that are really here for the craft and not the brothers that are just here to wear some Masonic emblem material.
Hold on, I think a brother said he couldn't hear anything, but let me back up real quick and see exactly what's going on. Can you brothers hear me on the YouTube? I don't know. He said he couldn't hear anything.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm driving currently, but yeah, we're just looking to better ourselves, man, better the craft, do what we need to do for the jurisdiction, and build. You know, that's our main goal right now. Build.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little late, but you gotta inform me on where we at so I can catch up.
No, we're actually talking about reclaiming and discovering that which is lost. We're talking about recapping what has taken place in 2022, and then as we go into 2023, what's that's going to look like? I mean, because sometimes you always have to, I would say, go a little bit farther than you did the previous year. You got to do a little bit better than you did the previous year. You know, and to sit back and think that everything is okay, you know, you can lose that momentum. So what we want to do is we want to reclaim that. We want to rediscover that. We want to, as Brother Nico said so eloquently just a little while ago, we want to put Freemasonry back into Freemasonry and be the example of how the craft and how the brothers should actually fellowship with each other, how we should grow and support each other. So that's where we're at tonight. A lot of times that's missing out of Freemasonry, you know, because we find ourselves at odds over nothing. And even including myself, I'm no different. However, I have to grow in the process of in this life. You know, I have to grow. I have to be better than I was the previous year. And if I'm not growing, then something is totally wrong. So this is where we're at, and this is the thing I'm really pushing, because there's a lot on the trestle board for this jurisdiction coming up. We will be in Vegas for visitation purposes next week as the brothers from France come through for fellowship. So, and then after that, we're going to be coming, I think we got something going on in Los Angeles, the initiation of the Order of the Eastern Stars for those brothers who are going to be participating in that. That's February. And then come March, we got some things happening in March. Right off the top, I don't recall, but I do know in April, we're going to be going back to the desert again in April for the Raising in the Desert, you know? So that's the thing we're really, I'm looking forward to that in April. I ain't gonna lie. You know, then I know Brother Nico was talking about he was going to Scotland for a trip he's doing. I know that myself and Noble, we got something coming up in May. He told me I need to shut up. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I can't speak on it right now. I know some in the jurisdiction may know, but that's going to be special. If we and I are able to make it happen, we'll be doing that in May. And it's we got a lot of good things and great things happening. I know I had my Imperial Potentate. I wanted to get his input on some things that is taking place. I have Brother Merle. Brother Merle, what's going on?
What's happening?
How you holding up, Brother Merle?
I'm doing all right, man. It's been better, it's been worse. So you know, I know how to keep moving.
Well, how do you feel about being home right now off the road?
Well, I feel two ways. I feel good and I feel bad.
Well, okay. You feel good or you feel bad about being off the road? By the way, Brother Merle is a truck driver. He's all over the United States, and he was just back here last weekend with his vehicle, and he did a hell of a fun drive. I mean, he asked some of the brothers to come out and help if they could, but I tell you, for the work he put in, Brother Jason, it was amazing. I mean, they had people lined up about a mile to receive toys, and he was giving out toys along with some of the other organizations that was there, and they had about maybe 2 or 3 more pallets of items that was left over that they was trying to get rid of. And I would say that was definitely a success. Brother Merle, you want to elaborate on that?
Well, it was a great success. I mean, we have toys, and then more toys on top of toys, and we have food and all kinds of stuff that we were giving away. But as far as when you talk about 2 or 3 pallets left, we had probably about 60 pallets left of hand sanitizer.
Wow, 60 pallets.
Yeah, we was giving away a lot of stuff. We gave away a lot of it, but we just had too much.
Right.
For the amount of people, you know, that was there.
Okay.
We had thousands of people, but we had more than thousands of cases of hand sanitizer. So
okay.
And it's still sitting there waiting for people to come grab it.
Wow. I'm gonna have to go grab me a couple of boxes.
Yeah, it's there sitting there waiting. I mean, I had people come and grab a lot of it, but I mean, for the amount that was there, we need more. I've been trying to give stuff away to different places, but I'm not getting no answers from these people. So I can't talk to nobody.
I got another question, because I know the brothers in Vegas did a couple of fundraisers. They did a couple of things as far as the toy drive and some other things. So what was that like, Wishful Master Rowe, past Master Rowe? What was that like for the brothers in Vegas?
It was a beautiful fellowship. You know what I mean? We actually networked with the Faith Lodge, and Faith Lodge networked with a couple of the rental organizations out here and in Las Vegas. And you know, we gave away dinners, we gave away toys, we gave away clothes, we gave away shoes. It was an excellent event. A lot of the brothers showed Alpha came out, some of the Omega came out. You know, it's a beautiful situation where, you know, we're all networking and realizing we're coming together for the one common cause, which is charity. You know what I mean? Which is the most important of all organizations.
I have another question, because I didn't get a chance to ask Brother Noble Alexander, what was it like for his youth football team that he coaches and the activity that he's put in over the year? How was that for him? I mean, he won. Did you guys win the Super Bowl, or whatever you call your championship?
Yeah, we definitely won the Super Bowl. My 8U team. I coached on 2 teams, our 8U and our 10U team. Our 10U team made it to the playoffs. They got put out the first round, but our 8U went all the way and won the championship. It was a great experience, man. I definitely, it's funny, I had more fun than I anticipated. You know, I really, truly did. I had so much fun working with those kids. I learned a lot. You know, is working with kids and just working with people, period. It'll teach you something about yourself off top. You know what I mean? So I definitely enjoyed it. And shit, right now I'm just getting ready for the next season right now. I'm a monster. So I'm getting ready for the next season right now, trying to go back to back.
I want to know, I know there are some people in the chat. I want to know from those who are in the chat, what is your plans for the new year? How do you plan to improve your Masonic jurisdiction, your lodge? How do you plan to put in that extra work to see that it happens? Because I will guarantee you this, and I was talking to some brothers the other day. The funny thing is that a lot of brothers, when they put on various activities, their Brother Noble, they believe everybody's going to come out and support it. And that's not necessarily true. And I would tell you, I've been a Mason for a long time. You could put on different events and things like that, and you may not necessarily get the support of your lodge that you want, but that doesn't mean that it has to stop. Yeah. You know, and that's a lot of things. A lot of brothers get disappointed because, well, I didn't get this support and I didn't get that. No, brother, it's not even about that. It's about when you go out and you put forth the effort to make things happen within your community, and they see you as the example of how a man is supposed to be, supposed to act. And then later on, they may say, well, oh, I noticed he was a Mason. And a lot of times brothers are disappointed because they don't get that support. And I'm here to tell you, if you think you're disappointed now, wait till you become a Grand Master. Wait till you become a thrice Pusin. Wait till you become an Imperial Potentate. Wait till you become leaders in your Masonic lodges, and you'll see for yourself. You're going to be like at a wow moment. So I just clearly say, don't stop putting forth the effort to improve and to do. Continue to do that, you know, and let your light shine. Let your light shine. You need to be the example. Don't worry about nobody else. It's okay. It's really okay. But you need to be doing your thing. And that's what I try to do in this Masonic thing, is to do me and watch and see what happens, you know, from the fruit of my labor. So go right ahead. Who else? Brother Nico, I want to come right back to you, because I know that sometimes, boy, you be doing some things now. You talk about me, but at times we've had to pull your coattail, and I know that you like you said, like the brother said earlier, when they hear you coming, there should be a fire truck coming behind you. So tell me some of the things that you're looking forward to doing in your lodge to improve it, to move it forward. Because you remember Aries Lodge number 7. I mean, yeah, Aries Lodge number 4. I'm sorry. Go for it.
So there's a couple of things actually I want to bring to the jurisdiction, because I don't look at my lodge as the singular. I look at my lodge as the jurisdiction, and I try to. I don't necessarily just want to do it in regards to my lodge. I look at the brothers of my jurisdiction to see if we can all work together in unison to do some things. So one of the things that's been brought to my attention, I was talking to an associate of mine that's in the healthcare field, and they were telling me that we are getting low on blood. We're getting low on blood platelets, on whole blood. Okay. And it's getting to a point where it's dangerously low. And not just for those specialized blood types, but for all blood types. You know, usually you got people with the AB negative and positive, they pretty much out there. And the O negs are out there, but the O positives are not. And the ones where you got to check the RF factor, the RF negatives, there's a whole lot to it, but we are dangerously low in regards to blood supply in our communities. So one of the things that I'm looking forward to is trying to arrange sometime before my birthday, because when my birthday come around, I'm gonna disappear. I'm going dark. But I definitely want to I want to organize a blood drive, but I don't want to organize a blood drive just here. I want to organize the blood drive with you know, the entire jurisdiction, where each of the lodges is taking an area and having that blood drive happen, whether it's, you know, the same day or in consecutive days. You know what I mean? Where we're having that blood drive truck go out maybe on the weekend and do a blood drive. And I understand we got COVID protocols and everything else that need to be followed, but you know, as someone that's been in massive accidents where I've needed blood, I couldn't tell you how much it saved my life.
Okay.
So I wanna organize a blood drive. Next year, I wanna piggyback off of what our brothers did this year. I want us to do that. You know, I want to talk to our potentate, my most imperial potentate, and I want to work with him in regards to us doing clothing and food and maybe some dinners and everything else. But here, you know, there's 8 to 10,000 homeless in downtown San Diego. I said downtown San Diego. I didn't say the county. I just said downtown. So I'd like to reach out to that community, especially because we work with Veterans Village and we work with Courage to Coal and all these other entities. And the company I currently work for will pay me to volunteer. And possibly if I present them with a proposal, they might come to the front and bring some other entities in to help us do it. Right. So these are some things I'd like to do this year. You know, I got a lot on the brain, but I definitely know that we could all do more in our communities. It's just about taking that first step. Right, exactly. It's about taking that first step. And the thing is, a lot of people often talk about, you know, masonry and volunteering and all of that. I try to become what you call a well-rounded Mason. And when I say well-rounded, I'm just simply saying that I believe that we should be in the community. I believe that we should volunteer. I believe we should do more things within the family of Masonry. And I'm going to explain that later on offline. I think that's something offline that would actually benefit us, because a lot of people have lost of Masonry and what it's supposed to actually represent, because they see you as doing things in the public like, oh, okay, Masons are doing a lot of volunteer work, which is cool, but there's a lot more to it than just that. And I think we need to also begin to look at charity as far as being at home. For those of us and our brothers who may find themselves, you know, not necessarily being able to do the things they need to do, and we should be able to assist them in some type of way, in which we have. But we've had some that have really fallen on some crazy times, and we've been there for the brothers. However, it is some additional things that I think would actually benefit, you know, in the long run. But that's another subject. But this is where we're at, you know, and I think as a member of this great society, this great fraternity, there's so much more that each of us can contribute to it, you know, and remove all the rhetoric that we hear, you know. And I think once we get past that, it's going to be totally awesome. And I've been talking with Grandmaster Thrice, I want to say it right. Sovereign Grandmaster Tyrone McGee, Montgomery. I talked with him just a few days ago. And knowing that we have Brother Byers who lives in Arizona, we have set up a time in March. That's what I was trying to say, in March. We'll be going there to definitely fellowship in March. I'll make sure that the brothers get the date, but we'll be in Arizona to fellowship for those who are able to make that time in March. Of course, it's on the weekend, and we'll make sure that information gets out ahead of time for those who are able to travel to Arizona for that particular fellowship, because I'm looking forward to it myself. And I think that's going to really show the love that we have for our brother, especially Brother Byers, who's really going through a lot right now in his life journey. He's trying to be every place and to do everything, but if you don't know, give him a call. He's going through a lot. And I would say that for any Masonic brother or sister, give them a call, check in on your elders, you know, to see how they're doing. You never know what a person is going through. You ain't seen them all year at a meeting. Give them a call. Check them out just to check in on them. You know, this is just some of the things I think that we should be doing
You know, if you got a senior person in your lodge or in your chapter, reach out to them and say, hey, you know, I'm just calling to see how you're doing. I know you hadn't been able to get out to a lodge meeting, but you know what? If you're able, I'll come by and pick you up. And I would say in our own jurisdiction, Hosea Lodge number 7, we have brother Vic Griffin. I call him Big Vic. He's had a couple of strokes and he's retired this year. He had to step aside out of Masonry to make sure he get his health back. You know, so someone like that, for me, and I know that some of you don't know him, but it would be beneficiary if I reached out to him to let him know that we're thinking about him and things like that. And that's going to only enhance the jurisdiction as a whole, because so many of our seniors and our elders, you know, they get old and they can't come out to meetings, and the younger brothers don't know who they are and know what they'll contribute to the organization. So this is where we're at. I mean, somebody like Sister Smiley, you know, Irma Jean Smiley. Now, come on now. If you have ever been in our jurisdiction, anybody in California, I don't care what Grand Lodge you're part of in California, you have heard of Irma Jean Smiley. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Her love for the Eastern Star, her love for her brothers, the way she, man, I'm telling you, I seen this lady drive up one day with her crew. Am I right, Brother Jason? She drove up with her crew in her van. She's 90-some years old. She's still driving, still making her meeting, and will march in on you if you don't watch it. To my pushing her in a wheelchair. She said, no, I want a wheelchair. I'm a march in. You know.
Let me tell y'all right now. Sister Smiley ain't no joke. That's all I was saying.
None.
Sister Smiley ain't no joke. When we was at the tree and she was waiting on you, and you was taking too long, and then she left, but then she doubled back,
rolled up,
and bro, the way man, I'm just saying, the way she rolled up at her age like that, I'm telling you, man, Sister Smiley, woo! Sister Smiley ain't no joke. Sister Smiley ain't no joke.
Sister Smiley got more gangster in her than all the OGs in LA.
She's
more gangster in her than all the OGs in LA.
I love me some Sister Smiley.
I'm gonna tell you what she told me when we had the fellowship in Los Angeles. She drove up. You know what she told me? She said, I can't use the N word on here like she said it. She said, Brother Tony, where'd you get all these N from? I know that you brought them from Vegas. I was rolling. I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, Sister Smiley, what? She's like, yeah, I said it. You heard me say it. And I'm like, I'm listening to her. I'm shocked. But you know, the love that she has, man, is unmatched. It's unmatched. And especially, don't let her get up there singing. It's a rap. It's over, you know. So things like that. So I just want to say greetings to those who are in the chat, you know, and I want to hear from you in regards to your plans for the new year, some things that you got going on, invitations that you may want to send out to other Masonic jurisdictions. And I can tell you here in April, the last weekend in April, gentlemen, the Raising in the Desert. We got brothers coming in from Atlanta who's going to be doing their thing. So we got to leave an impression upon those young men in regards to what it is that they're about to attempt to go through. So definitely that's what we're looking at.
Hey, that Raising in the Desert, I'll say this. I think that is the best raising that you can. I really don't think you can get raised any better than that.
Look, I done told y'all before.
Any better than that. I don't know. I mean, if you can, let me see it. If you can, let me see it, and I'll acknowledge it. But other than that, I don't know.
Hey, bro, I done told many a Mason on the internet. I've invited many a Master Mason to come out to the raising. And I tell them just like this. I said, look, I may recognize you as a Master Mason, but please understand that if you were not raised the way that I was raised, there is an asterisk next to your name. And they be like, what? I'll be like, you don't understand unless you come to our raising in the desert. If you come to our raising in the desert, you will understand why I see you as a Mason with an asterisk next to your name. Because you were not raised the way I was raised. My raising is different. The day I became an entered apprentice, and everybody in the jurisdiction that was there knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's not the same.
This a razor right here. This is with a capital R.
Oh, yeah.
With a capital R. Real talk.
We pretty efficient with it too.
Oh, yes, sir.
Pretty efficient. You know what I mean?
I want to share this. I want to share this with you brothers though, because the three of y'all on here with myself, and the spirit is telling me to go ahead and share this since we're coming into a new year. I'm gonna start with Brother Rhodes. Brother Rhodes, I'm real proud of you, brother. You a strong man. I appreciate that. I like to see that. That helps motivate me, brother. You real strong, brother. You keep standing on your square and showing that fortitude. Brother Nico, brother, you's as sharp as a razor, my brother. You sharp, bro.
Wait a minute, time out. I'm gonna hold that. He was sharp until he got ready to go to the Delta.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, brother Sanitizer is a highly intelligent brother.
He was sharp.
Look.
He was sharp until he got ready to go into the Delta. He kept reaching this. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Look.
What?
All I'm gonna say is steel sharpens steel.
That is true. I can't complain about that, but I'm gonna tell you this.
So I ain't dull yet.
Hey, for a brother who knew everything for about 5 minutes, he couldn't remember
I couldn't remember nothing. I was stuck. I went like this. I was deer in the headlights. Oh man.
I still view you as an intelligent brother. And the most truthful sovereign Grand Commander, Brother Hawkins, man, you a brother that I admire your calmness, brother. I'm telling you, like I'm trying to get there, bro. It's hard for me. It's hard. But I think you are a real smooth brother. I like the way you handle difficulties. I like the way you handle situations where people may be pissing you off or getting on your nerves. It's hard for me. But when I think about how to better myself, you one of the people that comes to mind when I think about, how to handle, dealing with other people sometimes. Because sometimes, I be, man.
Do you be feeling like that, bro? You feel that way?
I'm just saying that you real smooth, and I'm trying to get there. I want to get there. I'm working on that.
Earlier this year, you wanted. I can recall this year I talked you off the ledge a couple of times.
I mean, hey, like I said, I'm working on it. I'm using that gavel. I'm using that gavel. I'm working. I'm working. I got the chisel, I got the gavel, I got all my tools. I'm working.
Listen, like I said, I just don't want my brothers in this jurisdiction to go. Don't do it. Don't pawn your working tools. Use them every day. You might think you don't need it right now. I promise you're going to need it in a second, especially with 2023 and the noise we already making and the fact. Listen, for us not being recognized, they sure as hell keeping our name in their mouth.
That part.
Let's talk about it. For us not being recognized, we sure are the most talked about jurisdiction in Masonry right now. Everybody got our name in their mouth, and 90% of them is saying something positive. Well, like,
the
John G. Jones brothers is serious, yo.
Can't work, brother.
That's all they can say about them John G. Jones boys. The boys in Nevada and the boys in California. They can't say nothing but positive. And after January 7th, when we become international out here in Vegas, they really gonna hate us. They really gonna hate us.
Oh yeah. Oh, brother Hunter.
They just don't know.
Doing all right.
Cable toe.
Brother Hunter.
Seeing Warden is and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my face on YouTube. I saw y'all on YouTube talking about Sister Smiley and talking about being raised in the desert. Talk about Sister Smiley for a minute.
Yeah.
That lady is awesome. I hope if God bless me to see as many years as she's seen on that earth, as she's seen on this earth, that I still have my wits and my vitality about me, because I kind of jumped on, I kind of caught it at the end, but her and her crew drove up on us. they like, she was the driver.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
she's a gangster. She's a gangster.
Hey, she whipped down that little
Now,
street
look.
like she done did it 1,000 times. You know, so I'm like,
Look,
I you know,
all I can say is, if Sister Smiley would have had hydraulics on that whip, she'd
yeah,
been
she would have
bouncing
flipped the
down the
switch.
street coming to see
Yeah,
us.
she would have flipped the switch. But what I really jumped on here for was something Noble said about there's no other raising like the raising in the desert. I'm biased. I should be biased.
That's
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? I was a desert baby. I am a desert baby. And I feel like our raising was the best raising that it could be. You know, like everybody else raising for the most part the status quo. How the few of us that have had an opportunity to be raised in the desert is something like no other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I mean, like I said, I'm biased because I was one of them, and everybody out there is gonna be following in our footsteps because it's beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? And like the two people that talk the most smack cried at the end. So what that tell you? hey,
Who talks smack? Hold on now, let's talk about it.
Hey, I cried too. What you mean?
I ain't talk no smack. I stayed humble. The only time I talked smack was when I was supposed to. When we was looking at brothers in cheerleader shirts.
Hey, Brother Sanchez.
Hey, man.
Brother Sanchez, you do be talking smack, bro. You be.
Look, hey, how they say it? I call a spade a spade. Quick.
Hey, listen. Sir.
You can't help it, you know what I mean? You that New Yorker.
Stay focused.
That's right.
Stay focused, Cable Toe. Stay focused, man.
I'm focused like this, bro, like this.
But the point I'm trying to make is anybody, you know, like Noble said, that's on this, that see this later on, if you want to do something different and set the tone for your jurisdiction, come bring your fellow crowds out here and let us raise them. Because I'm being, why are you laughing?
Right.
Listen,
you know.
bring your fellow crowds out here and let us raise them in the desert. Y'all will have a story to talk about forever. Because how the story started off, them John G. Jones boys opened my eyes to something.
They'll never forget that experience ever in life. Ever.
Ever.
That's for sure. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Ever.
Guaranteed.
I have past Grandmaster Diaz just popped in on us. We have Amin Rogers popped in on us. Brother Merle is pretty quiet right now. I hadn't heard much from him, but go ahead, past Grandmaster Diaz. Can you hear me? He's still muted. I was going to ask him since.
Hey, how's it going?
There you go. There you
go. Brother Diaz.
Brother Diaz.
Past Grandmaster.
Brother Diaz.
So tell me this, bro. You've been with us for a minute. So what has your experience been like as far as being a part of this particular jurisdiction?
Man, I've been enjoying myself, man. It's been a ball. I got to meet a lot of interesting brothers, getting a lot of different studies. Coming to the session, first time in the West Coast, being in California. I've been to Long Beach now. I've been to Compton, Vegas. I mean, all this from Boston. So from the East Coast to the West Coast and all the things we got planned, and the brothers over in London, the brothers coming from France, man, I'm excited. Everything, it's been way more than my expectation. Like I said, I've been traveling 10 years, and I say these last 2 years probably been the best of my experience individually. Now I'm ready to give back and, you know, kind of share. I've been kind of holding a lot in, just studying, observing, you know, kind of making my way. But I'm ready to kind of give back now and bring more to to the jurisdiction versus receiving so much from it.
Hey, brother Diaz is a good brother because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't really do Boston Celtics fans, but he the only one I deal with. I'll tell you right now, he the only one I deal with. I love brother Diaz. Hey,
that's all right. We're gonna get a Lakers Celtics game. See what the Patriots and the Raiders did. You know, it's kind of hard being from the East Coast.
Hey, I'm a Hey, just so you know, all you Lakers fans, I just found the retro ones in the Lakers colors. If you want them, let me know.
Nice. Yeah, we might have to talk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man.
Hey man, we know how I feel about Boston, man, but that brother's all right with me.
Yeah, he all right. That's my brother.
Hey, you guys all right? You guys all right too, you know, for some Lakers, Raiders fans, you guys all right, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's
I got
nice,
my dynasty,
nice.
but I can't be upset, you know. I got 17 championships with the Celtics and 6 with the Patriots, so it's hard to get upset.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're bringing up all this negativity.
Oh yeah, my bad. All
this negativity on.
Yeah, happy birthdays and you know, Capricorn. Shout out to the Capricorns. You know, that's my moon sign, so I relate.
I don't know if Brother Hunter can hear us because he got us on mute right now. But Brother Hunter, I wanted to say you a dedicated brother, and I appreciate your energy that you bring to the jurisdiction, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I see. Just me personally.
Appreciate that.
Know that.
Appreciate that. It's about to get better, baby.
Yeah.
About to get better, baby. About to get better, baby. Listen.
That's why I call him
February.
Listen. Better, baby.
Oh, you got your paperwork?
Hey, that thing said Diane Miller. It's time, baby.
Matrix.
Listen.
Hey,
you know why I am the way I am? He on my screen. He right beside you. He right beside you on my screen.
Okay.
He right under. He underpass Grand under my screen. That dude. Y'all blame him for me. If it wasn't for him opening the door, listening to me ask 1,000 times, knock at the door, I wouldn't be here. Right. And for y'all to know our journey, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Inside square business, outside square business. That's my guy. You understand what I'm saying? So because I love that dude the way I do, he told me, go get it, man, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Yes. Yes. That's why I have so much vigor still. Nope, Alexander.
So I have I'm on Ra. I think that's Brother Sutton online.
What's up, Robin?
What's going on? You all right?
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
What you got good to say?
What was the question?
No, just what you got good to say. I mean, tonight we're just doing a recap on some of the things that took place this year and some of the things that are coming forth in the 2023. We got a lot on the agenda. So we're just trying to get a feel, you know, for the brothers of the craft and those who are on the chat line in regards to some things that may be coming up.
Continue to move forward. I mean, this is probably the best jurisdiction. It's the only one I've ever been in, but I wouldn't go nowhere else. You know, you better just keep your head down to the ground and make your own path, as Hawkins always say. When you pass away, you know, what do you want to be known now? How you want to be known as a Mason? So just, the jurisdiction is gonna keep moving forward. And we have been since before I came in. So I'm happy to be around.
All right. Brother Merle.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
For all those who got raised in the desert with Nico and Hunter, if you want a souvenir, I got one for a small fee, but I got the memories you'll have for a lifetime. I got all of that you guys went through on video. It's on video, and I got still pictures of all what you guys went through.
Why you just not saying something about this, Merle? You've been in my house and everything.
Huh?
Why you just not saying something about this?
He said that man done been to Vegas
Hey,
30 times.
Right, man.
I
What?
have so much on my mind. I can't remember everything.
All right, I'll talk to you about that offline. I'll get that took care of for us.
Yeah, because I
want them.
was just at the store trying to take stuff off out of my phone because I got so much stuff in my phone. My phone is running out of space, so I'm trying to get the stuff off of my phone. So I'm having stuff put on discs and all that kind of stuff. If you got a USB drive or something, we can work something out. You can get all of that, everything. I mean, from what we was in Long Beach. I mean, I got hundreds and hundreds of pictures of our jurisdiction of stuff we done did.
Well, that stuff needs to go to the archives and pass it over to Brother Brother Travis out of Atlanta, so he can put it on
I sent him quite a bit of stuff.
Okay, so he's updating then. He did tell me he would be updating the site, so there's some things going on there.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Hey, Hawkins.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had mentioned to you in the Royal Ark that we was considered getting something like. Well, anyway, I have some bricks that are down here. They're 100 years old. So to the Royal Ark brothers, when I come out that way, if you want some of those bricks as your keystone, you guys can have some. Just let me know who want them. You guys can get 2 apiece.
I want one.
So
I want to.
they got concrete. They're original from when we broke them off the house a few months ago. So my goal is for you guys to clean your own bricks. If it break, that just means you got some spiritual cleaning to do. If it doesn't break, then you're good. But each one of y'all can have 2. So if y'all interested as a Royal Ark member, let me know. But me and Hawkins had brought this up like in 2015, but we just not getting this stuff done to the house.
All right.
Hey, brother Sutton.
Yeah.
I use that salt.
It worked, don't it?
So far, so good. Hey, I can't deny it.
No, I can't.
Hey, all I can do is laugh.
It almost worked too good for me.
Brother Diaz.
With everything.
Brother Diaz. Brother to brother, I love you. Thank you for bringing up 369. I was on your head about it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna work with it. So this last 2 years, I just been doing like the 16-second manifestation, and I've been doing the 369. And through my stocks, I've been able to square root everything that's going on with the stock market. So all my stocks now are based on astrology. So brother, it's something real deep, but pay attention. If you want to know what's going on in your life and when it's gonna change, if something starts on day 1, you square root the month, date, and the year, or the month and the date, time to 9. And every time it's square roots, that's gonna be the day something's gonna be dramatic in your life, all right? So that's really what I've been on lately.
You got your own Alamak.
Yeah.
Yep, you discovered your centuries and your movements. I like looking into a lot of that. Right now I've been going through the 36 signs of the zodiac. I broke down the whole zodiac through the Solomon point of view. And now I just been kind of trying to figure out 2023 without being too ambitious. It just seems like it's going to be a real awakening for a lot of people. But I also think that it's a setback for a lot of people too.
You have to go back. You got to go back. Remember, it's not 2022. You got to follow the Ethiopian calendar.
Oh, we in this? Okay. Going back to we 300 years behind, 600 years behind. We're going by the Ethiopian.
No, we 7 years behind.
7?
Ethiopia is not 2022. It's 2017. 2015, 2014. Yeah. They're 7 years behind.
Was that the Coptic calendar?
That's the calendar. That's the one they've always followed. I don't know the name of it, but yeah. So see if you can go by their calendar. You're gonna come up with some better stuff. Brother
like
Jacob,
that.
by the end of the year, next year, I'm gonna have a stock trading course for all the brothers that are interested. You guys I can teach it to some of you guys if you're interested, or I'll just give the pattern as follows. But it's gonna be so elementary, and I want to thank you for your lecture on LOP because that made me break it down as to where any kindergarten can pretty much get it. You just find your high, your low, and your minimum. Anytime the stock market hits your high, your low, and the middle mark, you get in. You only got to go more than a 2% stop loss. You go more than 2% stop loss, you're in the wrong spot. So that's how simple I'm trying to break it down. I've been working with Brother Travis on it. I had him doing some square rooting. And also, for any brothers that's interested in the stock market for long term, if you're dealing with it now, you're day trading, you need to get in now. It's going to be an uprise all the way up until March 31st. So every 3 to 6 months, it's going to be a fluctuation. I can send you the stuff that I'm looking at. So if y'all interested, let me know. I'll be done by mid next year. I'm done.
So what are you doing? Is it what you just day trading options?
I day trade dollar. I day trade US dollar and euro.
Okay, so you're doing Forex.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you really want to,
that looks like that's gonna have to be a money-making conversation offline right there.
Well, I'm just putting that, like you said, we got a lot of stuff going on, so that's what I've been doing down south. So yeah, that's why I said about the time next year.
So look, I'm gonna go ready to shut it down because I got to put this stuff on the grill we got coming up in about another 30 minutes. For those who say they were gonna drop by, you're certainly welcome to drop by and have some of this grill with me. I got some potato salad. I got some what else? I got the potato salad. I got the ribs, and a salad. Potato salad.
What you need me to bring? What you need me to bring?
Bring some plates.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring some plates. I got the beverage. You know, I got beverage.
Okay.
I don't have no beer though. I got the other beverage. You know.
You need some moonshine? I can bring you some of that.
Yeah, you bring me some of that. Come on, Merle. I know you got it. Bring it.
Yeah.
Merle, are you before we go, you going to Vegas next weekend?
No.
Okay. Yeah, bring that. We're about to get into this libation thing, man. I mean, you can't ask for more. Oh, yeah. I want to send a big shout out to my brothers over in New Orleans. They're working on a project for me. I just want to make sure that they know that we number love here to King of the Valley of, I think it's the Valley of Kings 360. I want to send them a big shout out. I want to send the brothers over in Trinidad, United as One. Send them a shout out. My brothers from the UK, Mystic Lodge 619. I want to send them a big shout out. Hey man, this is what it's all about. This is what I'm looking forward to in 2023 that's coming up. We got a lot on the agenda. We got a lot on the plate. And it's all about making history. It's all about making history. That's what it's all about. You know, it's all about making history. If you ain't about making history, you're about doing the same old thing you always been doing. So that's what it said. I want to send HB Turner Grand Lodge out of Chicago, out of Texas, a big shout out. Them boys putting in some work. I want to send them a big shout out. I want to send Brother Travis down in Atlanta for the work he's doing with the lodge that he's helping develop. Brother John down in Atlanta, he's also developing a lodge down there. So look, we got some things that are really happening. And I'm very proud of the jurisdiction as a whole. I just got to talking to Grandmaster not long ago. He said he was going to shoot through for some libations. And this is Valley of the Kings 360. Thank you. Valley of the Kings 360 out of Louisiana. Appreciate the work that you're doing. I know that, you know, with COVID and the brothers, I would say this. The brothers in New Orleans, down there in New Orleans, a lot of those brothers, the way they work and the things that they do, they don't sometimes always connect, but when they do connect, it's on. I can say that. That's what I know. Is that Brother Craig? Oh, Brother Craig B, what's going on, brother? Glad to have you on. Just sending you a big shout out, Brother Craig. Brother Craig is a member down there, so he and I have been really in contact and working on some things. So this is what we're about to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get these ribs going, and I should be ready about 6:30, pulling this food out. But this is what I'm looking forward to, gentlemen. as we move forward and progress and make some things happen. So we'll bid everybody a good evening and a happy new year to everyone. Once you hear this over again, just want to say, whatever jurisdiction you in, whatever work you're doing, continue to thrive, continue to do that. And I'm done. Anybody else got a last word? And we're gonna call it a night. Anyone?
Hey man, I just want to say I love y'all brothers. And y'all brothers, man, travel light, and let's bring it in 2023. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get it.
That's it. That's it. Anybody else?
Hey, brothers, just real quick, I just want to say I'm extremely proud of this jurisdiction and everything we're doing. I love all you brothers, man. I'll see y'all next year.
All right. All right. Anybody else?
Happy New Year's, man. Can't wait. See what we got going.
Yo. That's it. All's minds clear.
Nah, I got something to say too. I got one more. 2023 is the year of the demon. 2023 is the year of the demon. Get ready. Get ready. 2023 is the year of the demon. This jurisdiction is gonna breed nothing but demons when it comes.
Oh, okay. I know people when they see this nigga be like, the year of the demon. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Right.
Yeah. Hey, brother Willie Morris is in the house. We want to send him a big shout out. Morris Williams. Send him a big shout out. Greetings, brother. Just popped in on the chat. We're getting ready to close it down though. It's been great. I know that it's been great. So I don't really have anything else to add. I'm just happy and proud of the jurisdiction and what we've accomplished and what we continue to accomplish as we progress forward. That's my main thing right there. So we're gonna get ready to log off. With that being said, go ahead and reclaim that which is lost. That's the thing. Reclaim that which was lost. Until next time, be